Begin by standing up before your body starts asking for it. One of the most common mistakes office workers make is waiting until stiffness, discomfort, or fatigue becomes noticeable before taking a break. By that point, muscles have often remained in the same position for an hour or more, joints have moved very little, and circulation has slowed. Short stretch breaks taken consistently throughout the workday are far more effective than trying to undo hours of sitting with a single stretching session at the end of the day. Even 2 or 3 minutes of gentle movement every 30 to 60 minutes can create meaningful improvements in comfort, posture, focus, and long-term physical health. The human body was designed for frequent movement rather than prolonged stillness. Sitting itself is not harmful, but remaining in one position for extended periods places continuous demands on certain muscles while allowing others to become inactive. Over time, this imbalance contributes to tight hip flexors, stiff hamstrings, rounded shoulders, tense neck muscles, and a less mobile spine. Daily stretch breaks interrupt this pattern before it becomes deeply ingrained, reminding the body to move through a wider range of motion throughout the day. One of the first areas to benefit from regular stretching is the neck. Many office workers spend hours looking slightly downward at monitors or laptops, causing the muscles at the back of the neck to remain under constant tension. At the same time, muscles at the front of the neck may gradually shorten as the head shifts forward. Gentle neck movements, including slow side bends, careful rotations, and chin tucks, help restore balance to these muscles. Performing these movements slowly and without forcing the range of motion can relieve accumulated tension before it develops into persistent discomfort. The shoulders also experience considerable strain during desk work. Reaching toward a keyboard and mouse often encourages the shoulders to round forward, tightening the chest while weakening the muscles responsible for maintaining good posture. Stretch breaks that include shoulder rolls, arm circles, and gentle chest opening movements help reverse this position. Simply clasping the hands behind the back and lifting the chest slightly can counteract hours of forward rounding, allowing the shoulders to settle into a more natural alignment. The upper back benefits tremendously from movements that encourage the shoulder blades to move freely. Office work often limits these muscles to a narrow range of motion, gradually reducing mobility. Stretching the upper back by reaching forward, gently rounding the spine, then opening the chest and drawing the shoulder blades together helps maintain flexibility while reducing feelings of tightness between the shoulders. These movements also encourage healthier posture by reminding the body that it is capable of moving in many directions rather than remaining fixed in one position. The spine itself thrives on regular movement. Remaining seated compresses the spinal structures while limiting natural motion. Gentle standing stretches that include reaching overhead, bending sideways, and carefully rotating the torso encourage each section of the spine to move through comfortable ranges of motion. These movements stimulate the surrounding muscles and connective tissues while promoting circulation to the structures that support the back. The goal is not dramatic flexibility but maintaining regular, pain-free movement throughout the day. Hip flexors deserve special attention because they remain in a shortened position during prolonged sitting. Over time, this can contribute to stiffness in the front of the hips, changes in pelvic position, and even lower back discomfort. Standing and gently extending one leg behind the body while keeping the torso upright provides a comfortable stretch for these muscles. Repeating this movement several times throughout the day gradually reduces the effects of continuous sitting and helps restore more natural hip mobility. The hamstrings, located along the back of the thighs, can also become stiff after long periods of sitting despite not being actively used. Gentle forward bends performed with slightly bent knees help maintain flexibility while avoiding unnecessary strain. These stretches should be approached gradually, allowing the muscles to relax rather than forcing the body into deeper positions. Comfortable consistency produces far greater long-term benefits than occasional aggressive stretching. The wrists and hands often receive less attention than larger muscle groups, yet they work continuously throughout the day. Typing, clicking a mouse, and using mobile devices involve thousands of repetitive movements that can create stiffness in the fingers, wrists, and forearms. Stretching the wrists by gently extending and flexing them, spreading the fingers wide, and rotating the wrists through slow circles encourages mobility while reducing accumulated tension. These simple movements may also improve comfort during repetitive computer work. The forearms deserve equal consideration because many of the muscles controlling finger movement extend into this region. Stretching the forearms by gently pulling the fingers backward or downward while keeping the elbow straight provides relief after prolonged typing sessions. Alternating between stretching the muscles on both the palm side and the back of the forearm helps maintain balanced flexibility throughout the lower arms. Stretch breaks also improve circulation, an important benefit that often goes unnoticed. Sitting for extended periods reduces muscle activity, slowing the movement of blood through the legs and decreasing the muscular pumping action that assists circulation. Standing, walking briefly, and performing simple stretches reactivate these muscles, encouraging blood flow throughout the body. Improved circulation helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to tissues while assisting in the removal of metabolic waste products, contributing to greater physical comfort and mental alertness. Breathing naturally improves during stretching as well. Stress and prolonged concentration often lead to shallow breathing, particularly during demanding work. Many people unconsciously hold their breath while reading emails, solving problems, or working under deadlines. Stretch breaks provide an opportunity to reset breathing patterns. Taking slow, deep breaths while stretching the chest and shoulders allows the lungs to expand more fully while encouraging the nervous system to shift toward a calmer state. This combination of movement and intentional breathing often leaves people feeling refreshed both physically and mentally. Mental focus frequently improves after even a brief movement break. Concentrating on a single task for long periods gradually leads to mental fatigue, making attention less efficient despite continued effort. Stretching interrupts this decline by increasing circulation, changing visual focus, and allowing the brain a brief period of recovery. Returning to work after a few minutes of movement often results in clearer thinking, faster problem solving, and fewer errors than continuing to work without interruption. Stress reduction is another valuable benefit of regular stretching. Muscle tension and psychological stress often reinforce one another. As stress increases, muscles tighten, and as muscles remain tense, the brain continues receiving signals associated with physical strain. Gentle stretching helps interrupt this cycle by encouraging muscles to relax while simultaneously slowing breathing and reducing the physical sensations associated with stress. These brief moments of relaxation become especially valuable during demanding workdays. Daily stretch breaks also support eye comfort. Although stretching itself does not directly affect vision, standing up creates an opportunity to look away from the computer screen. Focusing on distant objects allows the eye muscles responsible for close vision to relax after extended periods of screen use. Combining stretching with changing visual focus gives both the body and eyes an opportunity to recover before returning to work. Maintaining healthy posture becomes much easier when stretch breaks are performed consistently. Good posture is not achieved by forcing the body into a rigid position all day. Instead, it develops through balanced muscles that allow comfortable alignment with minimal effort. Stretching muscles that become tight during sitting while activating those that support upright posture gradually creates a body that naturally maintains healthier positioning rather than constantly fighting against stiffness. Productivity often improves when movement becomes part of the work routine. Although some people worry that taking frequent stretch breaks reduces efficiency, the opposite is often true. Physical discomfort, declining concentration, and mental fatigue quietly reduce productivity long before they become obvious. Short movement breaks help preserve energy and focus, allowing work quality to remain higher throughout the day. A few minutes invested in stretching can save much more time by reducing errors, improving concentration, and maintaining motivation. Stretching also encourages greater awareness of the body. Many office workers become so absorbed in their tasks that they fail to notice early signs of discomfort until significant tension has developed. Regular movement breaks create opportunities to observe posture, muscle tightness, breathing, and energy levels. This awareness allows small adjustments before minor stiffness develops into chronic discomfort or pain. The workplace environment itself can be used creatively to encourage movement. Standing during phone calls, walking to speak with colleagues instead of sending messages when practical, using stairs whenever possible, or placing frequently used items slightly farther away all increase opportunities for natural movement. Stretch breaks become easier to maintain when they are integrated into existing work habits rather than treated as separate obligations. Consistency matters much more than the duration of each session. A series of 2-minute stretch breaks scattered throughout the day often provides greater benefits than a single 20-minute session after 8 hours of uninterrupted sitting. The body responds positively to frequent reminders that movement is normal. Each stretch prevents stiffness from accumulating rather than trying to eliminate it after it has already developed. Perhaps the greatest benefit of daily stretch breaks is that they reinforce a healthier relationship with work itself. Instead of treating productivity as something that requires ignoring physical needs, regular movement acknowledges that caring for the body enhances mental performance rather than competing with it. Every stretch, every deep breath, every brief walk across the office, and every moment spent moving instead of remaining motionless contributes to greater comfort, healthier posture, improved circulation, sharper focus, reduced stress, and a body that continues to feel capable and resilient long after the workday has ended.